Day one of the Erickson family vacation at Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna freak out. Wow.
Hey, you know where we're going? Nope.
Welcome to
I can hear Dapper Dans are greeting us. Oh, they're on the horseless carriage up there.
Yeah, we'll check out the castle.
Yep. I'm freaking out.
I forget always
I'm freaking out.
Fascinating the Main Street is.
It really is. It's amazing. It's the only chance we ever get to be like, oh my God, we're here, because I don't ever feel that way. Well, I mean, a little bit I do.
I still do when I'm at Disneyland, but I get it.
Oh my God. And it's different here, even Magic Kingdom, as opposed to Epcot or Hollywood, obviously, or Animal Kingdom. There's something about Main Street Magic Kingdom. It's pretty damn awesome. Reminds me of I came down here to go to Epic, right? But I came down to Magic Kingdom. I texted Liz and I said, I'm freaking out. And she's like, why? Is it so busy? Or, is it annoying? I'm like, no, it's so beautiful and wonderful. I spent 2 days at Epic and it's just a completely different vibe, right? I mean, Epic was beautiful, of course, but getting here was a completely different vibe, and that's how you feel it. Even though now I've been here a few times, well, I don't know, a dozen now? I don't know. It just feels good.
Yeah, I think that's
Feels good being here. Oh, they're taking pictures. Did you guys get a good one?
Kind of. We need one together, the three of us.
All right, well, should we do that now?
Yeah, let's do it.
What?
They brought the castle colors back. What do you guys think? Blue and white? Yeah. I think that's much better. That's more classic Cinderella. Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too. Liz, so Divide and Conquer, Fresh Baked, Divide and Conquer. Liz and Sophia are going to get in a queue to meet Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too. I'm about to get in the queue for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is, it's going to be prodigious, I am sure. Walking up, I can see the queue wrapping around the back side. So I'm going to park in the queue, and it's still going. Where, oh where will this end? I'm guessing perhaps Little Mermaid? Oh no, it's the back right here. That's fantastic. Well, it's not fantastic, but it's better than I thought. Of course, there is Lightning Lane to deal with. Estimated now at 70 minutes. And that's the first camp. 15 minutes to get through the threshold right there. 15. Little Sophia decided she didn't want to meet Winnie the Pooh after all, so she joined us and Liz in the queue. Welcome. So when I got in the queue, I asked a cast member, because it was a 70-minute standby, right? And somebody had asked her about Lightning Lane. She said they're gone. Lightning Lane's already sold out. So for those of you who are wondering why we didn't get Lightning Lane, I didn't buy it obviously to why don't we get it now if you're trying to get it when you get to the park? Lightning Lane's already sold out for the day. They actually sell out 3 days before because people are buying them, because you can buy Lightning Lane ahead of time here at Disney World, right? You don't have to, at Disneyland you have to buy it. You can't buy it until you cross the threshold.
Right.
Until you get in the park. You can buy Lightning Lane here 3 days before. Or no, I mean no, way before that. But 3 days before the date, they're already sold out, and then the morning of, they open up a few for people who are just getting here. But if you're not here at Rope Drop to buy your or to get your Lightning Lane the day of, when they open them up, they're gone within like an hour or whatever.
How long have you probably been around? And it's still
Oh, it's been around a while, yeah. And it's this one and Tron. Well, Tron is single use.
Yeah. How tall do you need to do Tron?
Let's find out.
Wait, what are all the main cars? Turn the fans.
By the way, I misspoke. When we got to the threshold, I said 15. It was actually 25. It took me 15 minutes to get to one of our benchmark spots. 15 minutes from the fans to the threshold. But it had been 25 minutes already. It's been a while. Guys, we've been in this queue now for 45 minutes, I think. We've been in the queue.
45 minutes?
I've been in the queue for 45 minutes, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But we're just about to enter the covered area where we get to have some fun. Checking in once more. We're in the vault. It has been kind of excruciating. This is the longest line I think that I've waited in since Tron. I did Tron opening day. I did standby. That was brutal. And I'm saying, well, certainly it's the longest since then. Anyway, we're at 1:01 on this clock, but I started this late. I had actually already spent 15 minutes in the queue before I started that clock, so we're at an hour and 16 minutes. It's posted, right now it's posted at 65, and it was 70 when I got in. We've still got another 5 or 10 minutes to go here. Yeah, we've got another switchback back there. What would you say, how do you like this queue so far? Has it felt like an hour?
But I kind of cheated, but it don't bother me.
It's a fast hour at least, yeah.
It's not bad. No, honestly. Say hi, Daddy. Look at me, baby.
Definitely still low. That was all in. That was 82 minutes. 82 all in. They got it marked at 70. So for those of you, yeah.
That was 18 minutes.
82. An hour and 22 minutes. The board says 70. So for those of you who are wondering if Disney inflates the times, to sell Lightning Lane, then there's a strike against that argument because they're too low. So that's the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Took a little over an hour and 20 minutes it was, which I kind of expected, but it did take a chunk out of our morning. Now here's what's gonna happen for the rest of this video, you guys. This isn't a challenge. I already know we're coming to you from the future. We're gonna head from Seven Dwarfs to Haunted Mansions next. Then Enchanted Tales with Belle. We're gonna meet Belle. Sophia is gonna be in that show, by the way. Festival of Fantasy Parade, which I've never seen before. Recon at the Rivers of America. We got some over-the-wall shots that I want to show you. PeopleMover, and then we're gonna wrap with Space Mountain and some really, really insightful Q math. Hope you guys can stay tuned for that. Let's get back to our show. We're gonna pop out here next to Haunted Mansion, get some lunch at the Columbia Harbor House. I can confirm that the mobile order refresh hack does work here. That does work. They originally it was posted at 30 minutes. I refreshed that down to 5. Just hit on here. We're gonna get some shrimp, but before we go, check out this Haunted Mansion queue. My God, look at that. There's the Haunted Mansion entrance all the way around that corner. I think I've gotten into the queue right about here before. I can't even see the back. I think the back goes over there to the old Liberty Bell dock, which is obviously still behind construction walls. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see anything from here, to be honest. I don't know where the views are, if any, of the river that is, but you can see all these trees are gone. That's for dang sure. There you go, guys. Just a few minutes later, we got ourselves a little clam chowder. Oh, complete with oyster crackers. Grilled shrimp and fries for Sophia.
What you trying, so?
She's having one of those little hush puppy things, I think. I don't know if she's gonna like that. And that's the trio. The fish and chips, the hush puppy things. They're fritters. Fritter? Not hush puppy, fritter. And there's some shrimp in there somewhere too, right?
I think so.
There's supposed to be some fried shrimp in there. There we go. Okay, Harbor House. Fried shrimp, good?
I was impressed.
You liked it in general?
Yeah,
She even ate the fritters.
Those little corn fritters were so good.
Fish wasn't bad. Clam chowder was good.
Grilled shrimp was good.
Grilled shrimp was okay. The fries though.
Fries were whatever.
We actually asked for rice. We didn't get it. It's a really if that place was like a little less busy, it would be nice and kind of a pleasant dining experience.
It's like our Golden Horseshoe, even though I know they have a
Oh, it's
silver.
better than Golden Horseshoe.
Yeah, they have a silver dining room.
They do, but that's table service. So it's not quick service. That would have been a lot more pleasant than it was. It was really packed. We had to fight for a table.
100%.
And then I tried to do a little recon, but all the windows are frosted that have a view of the river, except for one. There was one window that I couldn't get to it.
Just ask to sit next to the
No. Hey, do you guys know Fred Bank? Maybe I'll try again later. But for now, we're going to get into this 45-minute queue, which we did not start a clock on.
Oh.
I'll start a clock when we get to the threshold and take it from there. And I got to scrim up. I almost don't want to get in the queue now. Why you got to put a scrim up?
Deep in the wild, on his off-road machine, Greg found that his tank had no hole.
Take it all the way up to the yellow line for the portals, filling in all the dead space you see. Please, I will have other bodies joining us. All I
That was easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yep.
Party of 3, right this way. How many?
We got 7.
Party of 7, you're gonna hold over here. Party of 3, right this way. The next party gonna hold behind the yellow line. Your time to come. Your tour begins in the gallery front. Please proceed forward.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you prematurely. The real chills come later.
Please start taking off your backpack. You should put everything on the ride. That is all backpacks.
Watch your step, go ahead. Watch your step.
Playful spooks have interrupted our tour. Please remain seated in your doom buggy. We will proceed in just a moment. 4,000. Any volunteers?
Wherever they're at. Rap on a table. It's time to respond. Send us a message.
Playful spooks have interrupted our tour. Please remain seated in your doom buggy.
Now that was much better via standby. That was just maybe 15 minutes from the threshold to the mix point, or actually to the door, to the stretching room, the pre-show. 15 minutes. That was a bad. I think we were in the other line for maybe 10, 25 minutes total, maybe. Yeah. I think we're trying to find the Belle meet and greet, which I think is over there. Over there. Go Enchanted Tales with Belle. I've looked in here. 25 minutes. I've looked in here, and I've never actually done this before. We're doing a lot of things I've never done before. As a matter of fact, one of those things that I've never done before was drive in. We're staying off property this week, so we drove in and parked at, we went through the entrance. I've never been through the magic threshold that is the entrance plaza, so we got to do that. Plus, we also took the ferry in, so I'm going to take you guys back a little bit while we wait in this queue to our entering Magic Kingdom experience.
Look at it, it says Walt Disney World!
Keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while transmoving.
Or the ferry boat. I mean, you can walk, but that's really up to you. I'm ferry boat. It's a lot quicker.
This is the biggest damn parking lot ever. Holy cow. Monorail.
There goes the monorail.
Well played. We have trained Sophie.
Come on, get a frame.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect. Yeah.
If you happen
If you happen to drop anything from the tram, please watch it go all the way to the ground. and remain seated as they hit the ground, and let us know at the next stop, and we'll try our best to ensure for you. If you look to your right, the driver's right, you can see that we have reached the Ticket and Transportation Center of Magic Kingdom, driver code tunnel. While looking to the right, you can see that there's two sets of umbrellas, two completely different colors. Your color of the day is purple. Yes, one of the umbrellas is blue, but we can just pretend it's purple because it's supposed to be.
She's great.
When exiting, please look for those purple umbrellas. It'll tell you that the tram directly in front of it is the tram for you. So please make sure you don't board the wrong tram, which is in front of the wrong colored umbrellas.
So purple then?
Purple, I guess.
Okay, that's what she said. Are we listening?
To the wrong side of the parking lot, and you'll be losing in a game of hide and go seek with your car. We're coming up on a 5-mile-per-hour U-turn. We will be slowing down, and we will not be stopping. The stop will be occurring right on.
And there's the transportation.
As we're approaching the stop, please remain seated. Hold on to small children on the side until the tram reaches its full and complete stop, and I'll let you know when that'll be. Everyone on the ground, please remain all the way behind that yellow solid safety line on the ground until the tram reaches its full and complete stop, and I'll let you know when that'll be. And again, friends, please make sure you exit to the left-hand side of the driver.
So we just passed through bag check at the TTC. I was gonna take the monorail in, take that monorail right there, it's the express, and they drop you off right in front of the Magic Kingdom. But my TTC guy said you should take the ferry in because then you get it's light to shoot the castle from the ferry coming in.
Castle from here, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty.
Right? So and you would if you took the ferry back,
Then
you don't have to see anything. It's hardly anything. It's right there, man. The monorail just went in front of it. It's far away.
Yeah, you see it right there.
Wow! 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 That's so cool.
arriving at our destination in just a few moments. On our way, we will travel 1 mile across the man-made 7 Seas Lagoon.
Everyone back up for me. The gates swing out wide. Pretty cool.
Alright, welcome to the Magic Kingdom. Alright, everyone on the top deck, no need to go downstairs. Just head to the front left corner of the boat. That's everyone on the upper
That's
level.
us.
Front left corner of the boat, that is your exit.
Please watch your step.
Are we doing this for Sophie or for Mommy? This is kind of magical. How delightful.
How many friends? Six. Where does the party of six end? Perfect.
No, right here.
We're gonna get you in on the next show, my friends. Just make sure you wait behind the yellow ones. We'll have it coming out shortly for you.
Amazing.
You gotta tell her. Belle is a big fan.
How many again? Three? That's right. How many?
Much better. Welcome to the home of Belle and her father Maurice, who you may already know is an inventor, and we're standing in his workshop where he keeps plans and working models for his inventions. Now, feel free to take as many photos and videos. Teensy weensy step away from the workbench and table. The mirror does get a little shy, so it's best to give it a bit more room. Oh, be careful between the table there. Can you take there you go. All right, everybody repeat after me. Take me back to the day Belle and Beast fell in love. Take me back to the day Belle and Beast fell in love.
Find a spot on the red carpet, friends.
Wonderful! And we have enough parts for everyone! First, we need 2 big, strong suits of armor to march around and protect the castle. Oh, wonderful!
Pick a side. Pick a side.
We have time for a quick rehearsal. We'll start with our beast. Mrs. Potts and Jim, Maurice, Shimmer, roar, beast, roar! Everybody, roar!
Great.
It's not like her. Usually she's like, bye.
He doesn't fit on my glass.
Don't move. I'm joking. You will be marching soon enough. Now remember, Belle doesn't know you're here, so
I can't believe it.
What do you say? You say thank you?
Birthday presents for Thank you, Premier. And thank you all so much for joining us here to tell our tale.
I want to be that guy. That's cool. Well, Liz and Sophia have left me. I think they're going to go try to see if they can't get in that Easter Bunny queue. He's there. I saw him, but I couldn't get any camera on it. But hopefully Liz will have that opportunity on the way. Let me just say, 16 minutes. It was 16 minutes to the door for the Belle meet and greet. Enchanted Tales with Belle. 16 minutes to the door, the whole show. Because the door opens and they start this little pre-show thing and another pre-show thing. And then it's a total of 40 minutes. Well, from the back of the queue, so the show itself is what I'm trying to say was 24 minutes. It was 16 minutes to the door and then 24 minutes. I'm about ready to get into open space here. I wonder if I'm even allowed to do this. Where am I? Pretty much looks like they're getting ready for the parade, but people are walking here, so I guess I'm okay, but it feels like I'm not supposed to be here right now. Feels like I should be somewhere inside the room. So I wonder if I can walk down this path over here. Let's see. Indeed we can. Fascinating. I thought they would take out this path. This was going to get consumed by the Cars Land thing, which is happening just on our right, which I have news about that. Stay tuned in a minute. I've got some updates there, but I thought they were going to consume this path, but it looks like we can still do this at least, which means you'll be able to do this when it's done also. So this is your separation between Frontierland and whatever the, I forget the name of it. It's not Piston Peak, it's some other thing. I can't believe I forgot what they call it. So hold that thought because I don't know if you can hear that. It's the sound of a parade that I've ever or never seen before, actually. I've never seen this parade. It feels like it's old enough for them to cancel it by now, but I'm sick of it.
Life under the sea is better than anything they got over there.
really do like this right here. That's really neat. This is much less difficult to see at Disneyland. You have to get in a secret path in order to see this. So I like that it's so far, you know, it's like part of the experience. Very underrated portion of any theme park attraction. As I was saying, one thing we were able to do while we were in the queue for Haunted Mansion is that there's some very obvious spots where, with a little bit of effort, I could get the camera up over the wall a little bit, and we got some good views of the construction. I thought we were, you know, it's way better than what I could have seen from the Harbor House. So that whole thing is really, anyway. Here's those shots, and as you look over the wall, you can see that it's obviously all dirt. The island is still there. You can kind of see the frame of the island, you know, what used to be the footprint of the island, but it's all dirt. All the trees are gone completely. The trees, and obviously the water, and they've also dug up the concrete that was the basin of the river. But it's just pretty much all dirt everywhere. There's not a lot to see in terms of, you know, they're still grading the surface. They're still digging and moving everything out. They're not in any kind of sort of upward or foundational type situation yet. Still digging and grading. That could take a little while, I would imagine. And then from that turnaround, we can kind of get an idea. There's the dock for the Liberty Belle. So you can't see the bottom of the river there, but you can see obviously all the equipment and that everything has been removed. We can look through these trees. That's where the island would have been, right about there. Island would have been there. Oh my gosh, this is devastating. I can barely stand it. And then you can get an even better look as we pan left through that spot right there. Piles of dirt everywhere. You can see that they're sort of sorting the dirt out into different types. I can't really tell where the river was and where the island was from this perspective. A little further to the left, there's a big pile of dirt right there. Right? That's not they built that. That's a pile of dirt that they built excavating from around the river. So there's probably a tractor just dumping dirt on there on a daily basis. More down that way, that's the river. Oh my God, their river was enormous compared to ours, but it's just all dirt, but obviously no foundation work being done yet. Way too early for that. Still digging and grading and evening out the surface or making it the way they want. There's another look there. There's that big pile of dirt. This is where the boat would have been coming around the corner. Its first right turn. I mean, I don't know what I have. I don't think I have any old B-roll from this where I am now. Maybe from the spot we were before. So I'll go back to that spot and then show you before and after, perhaps. Hopefully, if I can get the footage right. If not, I apologize. But it's just absolute devastation here at the Rivers of America. And we are right next door, by the way, to Big Thunder. And it used to be the case that we could walk down that path a little bit and just kind of get an idea of what they're doing. Or we could get on the Liberty Belle and watch what they're doing on the backside. But this is getting close. I think Big Thunder should be opening, I think, in the summer, if I'm not mistaken. It sure does look brighter and oranger than it did before. What do you guys think? Does that look brighter and oranger than it was? More saturated. But to pick up on that point I was making before when we were on this path tells me that we're going to have this separate, the water is going to come back, at least in part of this situation here. This will probably still border some sort of body of water. It won't be obviously on the scale of the river, the previous river. You can see in the concept art it's not nearly as wide, and obviously it doesn't go all the way around. It'll stop at about Big Thunder, or maybe before that even. But you're still going to have water on your left or your right, depending on which direction you're going, which I think is terrific. And that finally is our next destination. I've been looking forward to this moment all day. Single best attraction ever conceived and built. It's a shame we don't have it at Disneyland anymore. We're going on the PeopleMover, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go, PeopleMover.
That was a posted 25 minutes. Come on. It's the people mover. What are you talking about? We're going to be 8 minutes to the vehicle, guys. 8 minutes.
Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey. In the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times. Keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and please step carefully onto your knees. Keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos.
I'm Part 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky. The absolute best way to see tomorrow. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? From spacecraft to monster labs. There's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
For your safety, if you have wings, jetpacks.
Transfer to green and red lines.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future. Right by two of my favorite spots. This amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World. I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light and speedy competition.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
Or 9, take the time to see this show.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Transit Authority Station.
My fellow sentient life forms, our PeopleMover journey has nearly come full orbit.
Caution, and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep arms and feet and other appendages.
I always feel better after riding. PeopleMover always feel better. I always think, oh, let's just go back around it again. Can we do it? Can we stay on? We drove by, we saw 45 minutes when we were on PeopleMover for space. Oh, and it does say 45. That's weird. The board says 45, but the app says 55. That's curious. Ours are always in sync. Disneyland is always in sync. Posted versus the app. You know, posted at the attraction. But here we are out here. It says 45, but we're pretty far out. I've never been in this queue before. Never. We had no trouble really with Lightning Lane at Haunted Mansion. We got through real quick. Hopefully that's the same thing here with Space Mountain. This is the Lightning Lane entrance right there. Not a lot of backup here, but we don't know how far back the Lightning Lane queue goes inside because we can't see the back of the queue. But I'm expecting minimal interference. Oh, he's growing the queue. That's not good. He just grew the queue. Through the threshold, through the door in about 6 minutes. I would have liked that to have been faster.
About what?
I would have liked that to have been a little faster. Still haven't found the back of the Lightning Lane queue, which is probably not a good thing, but there is definitely a steady flow of guests on our right, which suggests that it's still a very, it's going to have a big impact on how long we wait. We are now at just under 10 minutes, which I don't know if that means anything at this point, because I'm not going to benchmark this spot anyway, but that's how we're going so far. I would like this to be going a little faster. Space Hall. Space Hall after about 27 minutes. There they go. Now that reminds me, I have to correct myself. I was talking about the the Lightning Lane queue on our right, about finding the back of the queue. It actually doesn't matter. I keep forgetting Space Mountain, they actually dedicate this entire right side. There they go. That is the Lightning Lane side. And then this is the standby side. So there's no mix. If it's busy like this, there's no mix. They just send everybody on Lightning Lane to the right and everybody on standby to the left. So so all of these guests are going all of this on the same side. So it's not a question of how bad Lightning Lane is. It's just if it's bad, that's what it's going to be. It's like a toggle on off kind of situation. The Lightning Lane has to be essentially dead for them to start sending these guests over to the other side. So with that said, we are just about 29 minutes into our trip. It took about 28, 27 something to get to that threshold back there. And I'm guessing, this room should probably be another 30 minutes is my guess. And we'll test actually how this plays out because it's basically 7 total switchbacks in here, the one we're in plus 6 more. And they're all pretty much the same. Oh no, this one we're in right now is a short one. So once we get it here, we can start timing switchbacks and do a factor after that. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 switchbacks, all about the same distance. We measure the first one, multiply that by 6, we have an idea of how much time we have left. Okay, check that once more. It's actually 2 short ones. We're going to make a U-turn real quick so we can actually count these 2 outer ones as one. They compare favorably to, in distance-wise, as the other ones, so we can say that there's 6 total rather than 7. And also the first 2 of those 6 are slightly shorter than the others, but I don't think that's going to affect the math too much. So once we get to the end of this one, I'll mark the time and see how that compares to the next lap, the next switchback. Turning the corner after those first 2 switches and just about 4.5 minutes. So that's 28 minutes, almost 30. If you fact, 30, 4.5, 28. Yeah, about 30 minutes if all things being equal. If we just make a general assumption that they're all the same, we'll double check that with this first lap mirror heading back this direction. Turning the corner on lap 3, not bad. Lap 3, well, I should say switchback 3, just under 4 minutes, and we're moving swiftly to the middle of the next one. So I think we're at least on track for that 28-minute range. We might be able to do better than that. Lightning Lane goes on the right side over here. This is still standby. And we've just turned the corner in 2.5, not even 2.5 minutes. See, we're getting faster over here. That's so strange. This was 3, this was just under 4, and that was a little over 4. Looking good, looking good. About to make our second to last U-turn here. Switchback number 5, if you will. And that was also 2 minutes and 23 seconds. So we just did the 2 longest switchbacks in under 5 minutes. And we are now at just under 41 minutes total. So if we figure 8 minutes, we're done in 50. I think this one's going to be a little longer. Plus, we've got the bullpen back there, so we might be at our vehicle in about 50 minutes total. Last switch. Another 2 minutes and 20 seconds. We definitely have picked up speed. More like, well, I don't know, man. That's interesting because the Space Mountain Lightning Lane situation is kind of a good news, bad news. The bad news is that we're never going to get to use that other side. That's pretty much never going to happen unless it's dead. But then there's no reason to do that anyway, so we're probably never going to get to use that side. But the good news is that makes this side more consistent. You don't get any kind of alternate feedback. You don't get any disruption from Lightning Lane. Lightning Lane never enters our queue, so we don't feel that. We know this is the queue. This is the standby queue, so it should be pretty consistent, measurable, reliable. Once we figure this out, I would bet that the data that we're collecting today is going to be fairly representative of this ride in general. And the home stretch. We are out here, and that was a 3 minute and 20 second. I figured that would be the longest. 3 minutes and 20 seconds, figure no more than a couple of minutes out here getting sorted. We're going to be in our vehicle in under 50, just as we expected, something like 48 minutes is my guess, 49 perhaps. Well done. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I am so sorry, Space Mountain at Disneyland. I'm so sorry, Space Mountain at Disneyland. Now, I was apologizing at the end of that ride because I'm about to say something that might be sacrilege to Disneyland fans.
I agree.
And I'm pretty sure my wife is agreeing with me. That's better than Space Mountain at Disneyland. Everything about that is better.
That is better than ours. I'm sorry.
You gotta be fair, man. You gotta be fair. That was incredible. And that's like
my favorite ride in Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah, that's the best ride in Magic. Better than Tron too. I would say. No, I've heard other people in the queue say that. I heard people saying that's better than Tron. And this one is older than ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one was first.
Yeah. That was so much fun. The guy behind me.
I heard him.
He's like, oh bloody hell!
I was saying, oh bloody hell.
Like I was screaming like a crazy person. We all just started laughing because of
Yeah, so by the way, I wasn't able to shoot that because she asked me to put my camera away.
Oh,
yeah, no. But it's okay. I didn't mind. It's fine. I'm expecting that nowadays. So you didn't get to hear me screaming like a lunatic. Sophia, not Sophia, Liz was screaming. There was the oh bloody hell guy, and then but Sophia's got her hands up the whole time.
Hands up, like, woo! I'm like, ah! My daughter.
Good timing with the rain there. We were already wrapping our show heading down Main Street, and that's when it started to rain. But, you know, Florida.
Purple umbrella.
Yes, we're heading back to the TTC. We're going to take the monorail back and then call it an afternoon here.
Selfie.
Close together. They're easy to push over. It's like football. Football.
You the athlete.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?
What are you talking about?
You just bet if they were to stop right there, I'm going to be going the wrong thing.
We got this? And then what do we do? We have to ride something else? Then we go to the corner.
Until then, go to the right. All right, guys, that's day one, Magic Kingdom. Day one of the Erickson family vacation. Tomorrow we're gonna go see the world's largest ball of twine. I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, amazing day. That was great. Now, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Love you. I hope you guys watch this video. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh baked.
Fresh baked. Bye.
And now we got to start the game of hide and seek for our car. Where did we park?